How did a team with Mbappé and Vinicius still spend the season chasing control? Gonzalo Garcia gave Madrid the lead in their Club World Cup opener, but Ruben Neves equalized from the spot in a 1-1 draw with Al Hilal. Despite Raúl Asensio's early red card, Madrid beat Pachuca 3-0, with Bellingham, Güler and Valverde all scoring. Vinicius Jr. got Madrid moving in a 3-0 win over Red Bull Salzburg. Valverde added a second before the break, and Gonzalo Garcia wrapped it up late. Gonzalo Garcia settled Madrid's Club World Cup round of 16 tie with Juventus, scoring the only goal in a 1-0 win. Madrid survived a frantic finish to beat Borussia Dortmund 3-2 in the Club World Cup quarter-final, with Mbappé scoring in added time before Dean Huijsen was sent off. PSG tore Madrid apart 4-0 in the Club World Cup semi-final, with Fabian Ruiz scoring twice before a late Gonzalo Ramos sealed the exit. After the Club World Cup setback, Mbappé's penalty earned Madrid a 1-0 win over Osasuna at the Bernabeu. Mbappé struck twice, and Vinicius Jr. added a late third as Madrid won 3-0 at Oviedo and climbed to third. Mallorca went ahead, but Güler and Vinicius Jr. turned it around inside 2 minutes as Madrid came back to win 2-1. Mbappé put Madrid in front at Real Sociedad. Huijsen's red card changed the contest, and Güler helped see out a tense 2-1 win. Madrid opened their Champions League campaign with a 2-1 win over Marseille as Mbappé scored both goals despite Carvajal's dismissal. Eder Militao and Mbappé scored in a 2-0 win over Espanyol, making it 5 straight league victories. Vinicius Jr. and Mastantuono put Madrid in control at Levante before Mbappé struck twice to seal a 4-1 win. The derby collapsed into a 5-2 defeat at Atletico, with Mbappé and Güler briefly keeping Madrid alive before Alvarez scored twice and Griezmann added a late fifth. Mbappé's hat-trick powered Madrid to a 5-0 Champions League win at Khairat Almaty, with Camavinga and Diaz adding late goals. Vinicius Jr. scored twice as Madrid beat Villarreal 3-1, and the win sent them back to the top. Mbappé broke the deadlock late at Getafe after the hosts were reduced to 10 and Madrid closed out a 1-0 win. Bellingham settled a tight Champions League night against Juventus, giving Madrid a 1-0 win at the Bernabeu. Mbappé and Bellingham led Madrid to a 2-1 Clásico win over Barcelona, extending their scoring run to 10 straight league matches. Mbappé scored twice in a 4-0 win over Valencia, and Madrid made it 11 straight league matches with a goal. Liverpool handed Madrid a 1-0 Champions League defeat at Anfield, with McAllister scoring the only goal. A flat afternoon at Rayo Vallecano ended in a 0-0 draw after the loss at Anfield. Huijsen and Bellingham struck late as Madrid rescued a 2-2 draw at Elche. Mbappé scored all 4 as Madrid turned a chaotic night at Olympiacos into a 4-3 Champions League win. Girona held Madrid to a 1-1 draw, with Mbappé equalizing from the spot after Unai had put the hosts ahead. Mbappé scored twice and Camavinga added the other as Madrid beat Athletic Club 3-0 at San Mamés. Swedberg scored both for Celta Vigo, beat Madrid 2-0, and late red cards for Fran Garcia and Alvaro Carreras deepened the damage. Manchester City left the Bernabeu with a 2-1 Champions League win despite Rodrigo's reply for Madrid. Back in the league, Mbappé and Rodrigo scored either side of Vicente's equalizer as Madrid beat Alaves 2-1 away from home. Mbappé scored twice with a Ferrando own goal in between as Madrid edged past CF Talavera 3-2 and reached the Copa del Rey last 16. Bellingham opened the scoring against Sevilla, Marcos saw red, and Mbappé's late penalty sealed a 2-0 win even though Madrid slipped from first to second. Garcia hit 4 as Madrid thrashed Real Betis 5-1 at the Bernabeu, with Asensio also on the scoresheet. In the Supercopa semi-final, Valverde and Rodrigo fired Madrid past Atletico 2-1 and into the final. Barcelona beat Madrid 3-2 in the Supercopa final, with Rafinha scoring twice before the trophy slipped away. Albacete knocked Madrid out of the Copa del Rey with a 3-2 win as Mastantuono and Garcia twice hauled them level before Betancourt struck the decisive late goal. Mbappé's penalty put Madrid on course for a 2-0 win over Levante after the cup exit, and Asensio added the second. Madrid crushed Monaco 6-1 in the Champions League, with Mbappé scoring twice. Mbappé scored both, including a late penalty, as Madrid won 2-0 at Villarreal. On the final Champions League stage night, Mbappé struck twice to reach 35 goals in all competitions, but Benfica beat Madrid 4-2 as Rodrigo and Raúl Asensio were both sent off late. Mbappé's late penalty settled a 2-1 over Rayo Vallecano at the Bernabeu after the visitors were reduced to 10. Carreras opened the scoring at Mestalla before Mbappé wrapped up a 2-0 win in added time. Vinicius Jr. scored twice as Madrid beat Real Sociedad 4-1, returned to first place and made it 8 straight league wins. Vinicius Jr.'s goal gave Madrid a 1-0 first-leg win at Benfica and a narrow edge in the tie. Osasuna struck late to beat Madrid 2-1, despite a Vinicius Jr. goal that kept the scoring run alive. Benfica struck first, but Chouameni replied, and Vinicius Jr. sailed a 2-1 win that sent Madrid through 3-1 on aggregate to the last 16. Getafe stunned Madrid 1-0 at the Bernabeu, with Satriano's first-half goal proving enough. Madrid came from behind to beat Celta Vigo 2-1, with Valverde firing the winner deep into added time. Valverde's hat-trick blew Manchester City away as Madrid won the first leg 3-0. Madrid brushed Elche aside 4-1, with Rudiger, Valverde and Huijsen scoring, before an A. Moran own goal gave Elche one back and Giller added a late fourth. Vinicius Jr. scored twice, including a late second, as Madrid beat Manchester City 2-1 at the Etihad and went through 5-1 on aggregate after Bernardo Silva's early red card. Vinicius Jr. scored twice, with Valverde in between, as Madrid won the 3-2 derby over Atletico despite finishing with 10 men. Madrid hit back to beat Madrid 2-1, with Muriqi scoring the late winner after Militao had levelled in the 88th minute. Mbappé's reply was not enough, as Bayern won the first leg 2-1 at the Bernabeu, leaving Madrid behind in the quarter-final tie. Valverde struck, but Girona held Madrid to a 1-1 draw, although Champions League qualification was secured. In Munich, Madrid lost a wild 4-3 quarter-final second leg to Bayern and went out 6-4 on aggregate, despite 2 goals from Güller and another from Mbappé. Mbappé and Vinicius Jr. put Madrid in charge against Alaves before Martinez pulled one back in added time for a 2-1 scoreline. Vinicius Jr. put Madrid ahead at the Estadio de la Cartuja, but Bellerin's late goal earned Betis a 1-1 draw. Vinicius Jr. scored both in a 2-0 win at Espanyol, and his league scoring run kept rolling. Rashford and Torres struck early for Barcelona, who beat Madrid 2-0 at Camp Nou. Garcia opened the scoring before half-time, and Bellingham added the second as Madrid beat Oviedo 2-0. Vinicius Jr. scored the only goal in Seville as Madrid beat Sevilla 1-0 and kept their momentum going. 4 different scorers carried Madrid to a 4-2 win over Athletic Club on the final day, with Brahim Diaz sealing it late. When Kylian Mbappé lined up alongside Vinicius Jr. at the start of the season, the expectation was simple: goals, trophies and domination. The goals arrived often enough for Mbappé to finish with 41 in all competitions, and Madrid stayed in the title race for most of the campaign. But the season's defining question never disappeared. Could this attack truly function as one? By May, the answer felt incomplete. A second-place finish in La Liga and a Champions League quarter-final exit left the club with achievements to point to, but not the success many predicted. The stars produced moments, the team produced results, yet the balance never fully arrived. In the end, Real Madrid's most expensive frontline remained more fascinating than frightening. Thanks for watching ScoreFlow. Let us know in the comments how you judge Real Madrid's 2025-26 campaign. Like, share and subscribe for more season deep dives.